Hey everyone, welcome to Real Fans, the channel for film fanatics around the world. Get ready for a cinematic journey as we rewind back to 1980. A year that was a huge leap forward in cinema for special effects, women in film, and full of box office surprises. The landscape of movies was about to change forever, with studios investing more in spectacle, special effects, and marketing to draw massive audiences. Join me as we explore the top 10 box office hits of 1980, uncovering interesting trivia and understanding why this year remains a landmark in film history. Kicking off our list at number 1 is none other than The Empire Strikes Back. This wasn't just a sequel, it was a phenomenon that solidified the Star Wars universe as a cultural juggernaut. While A New Hope introduced us to a galaxy far, far away, Empire took us deeper, expanding the mythology and delivering a narrative that dared to go darker and more emotionally complex. The film's groundbreaking visual effects, particularly the battle on the ice planet Hoth, pushed the boundaries of what was possible on screen. Industrial Light and Magic, George Lucas's visual effects company, outdid themselves, creating sequences that still hold up remarkably well today. The film's cliffhanger ending left audiences on the edge of their seats, eagerly awaiting the next chapter in the saga. The Empire Strikes Back wasn't just a box office hit, it was a cultural event that cemented the blockbuster era's arrival. At number 2 we have 9 to 5, a hilarious and relatable comedy that resonated with audiences, particularly women, facing the challenges of the workplace. Starring Jane Fonda, Lily Tomlin and Dolly Parton in her breakout film role, 9 to 5 tackled then-relevant issues like sexism, unequal pay, and workplace harassment with sharp wit and humor. The film became a cultural touchstone, sparking conversations about gender roles in the workplace and inspiring many to fight for equality. Dolly Parton's title song 9 to 5 became an anthem for working women everywhere, topping the music charts and further solidifying the film's place in pop culture. 9 to 5 wasn't just a comedy, it was a cultural phenomenon that reflected and challenged societal norms. Coming in at number 3 is Stir Crazy, a buddy comedy directed by the legendary Sidney Poitier and starring the dynamic duo of Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor. The film follows two friends wrongly convicted of a crime they didn't commit, and their hilarious misadventures trying to survive prison life. Wilder and Pryor's comedic chemistry was electrifying, delivering gut-busting laughs throughout the film. Stir Crazy resonated with audiences looking for pure escapist entertainment, and it became one of the highest-grossing comedies of all time at that point. The film's success solidified Wilder and Pryor as a comedic force to be reckoned with, and further proved the power of well-executed buddy comedies. Beyond the laughs, Stir Crazy touched upon themes of injustice within the justice system, albeit through a comedic lens. Stir Crazy proved that sometimes, all we need is a good laugh, and Wilder and Pryor delivered that in spades. And at number 4, we have Airplane, a hilarious parody of disaster films that had audiences rolling in the aisles. The film took the familiar tropes of disaster movies and turned them on their head, creating a laugh riot that has stood the test of time. With its rapid-fire jokes, slapstick humor, and memorable one-liners, Airplane became a comedy classic, influencing countless other films and television shows that followed. The ensemble cast, featuring Leslie Nielsen, Robert Hayes, and Julie Haggerty, delivered pitch-perfect performances, fully embracing the film's absurdist humor. Airplane wasn't just a movie, it was a comedic experience, a relentless barrage of jokes that left audiences breathless with laughter. The film's legacy extends beyond its box office success. It has become a part of pop culture, with its iconic lines and scenes still quoted and referenced today. Coming in at number 5 is Any Which Way You Can, a sequel to the surprise hit Every Which Way But Loose. Clint Eastwood returns as Philo Beddoe, a bare-knuckle boxer who travels the country with his orangutan Clyde, getting into various scrapes along the way. The film capitalized on Eastwood's star power and the unexpected charm of the first film, delivering another round of action comedy that audiences loved. While not as critically acclaimed as some of Eastwood's other work, Any Which Way You Can embraced its light-hearted premise, providing audiences with a fun, escapist adventure. The film's blend of action, comedy, and heart resonated with audiences looking for a good time at the movies. Any Which Way You Can is a reminder that sometimes the most enjoyable films are those that don't take themselves too seriously. At number 6, we have Private Benjamin, a hilarious and heartwarming comedy starring the always radiant Goldie Hawn. Hawn plays Judy Benjamin, a pampered socialite who joins the army on a whim after her husband dies on their wedding night. The film follows Judy as she struggles to adapt to the rigors of military life, clashing with her tough-as-nails drill sergeant and navigating the challenges of being a woman in a male-dominated environment. Hawn's comedic timing is impeccable, and her performance is both hilarious and endearing, making Judy Benjamin a character audiences instantly root for. Private Benjamin was a box office smash, proving that female-led comedies could be just as successful as their male counterparts. The film's themes of empowerment and self-discovery resonated with audiences, particularly women who saw a bit of themselves in Judy's journey. Coming in at number 7 is Coal Miner's Daughter, a biographical musical drama that tells the life story of country music legend Loretta Lynn. Sissy Spacek delivers an Oscar-winning performance as Lynn, capturing her spirit, resilience, and extraordinary talent. The film follows Lynn's journey from her impoverished childhood in rural Kentucky to her rise to fame as a country music superstar. Coal Miner's Daughter is a classic rags-to-riches story, but it's also a testament to the power of hard work, determination, and staying true to your roots. The film's success proved that audiences were drawn to authentic stories, particularly those that celebrated the lives of iconic figures like Loretta Lynn. The film's soundtrack, featuring classic Loretta Lynn songs performed by Spacek, was a massive hit, further solidifying the film's impact on popular culture. Coal Miner's Daughter is a reminder that some stories are timeless and that music has the power to connect us across generations. At number 8, we have Smokey and the Bandit 2, the sequel to the 1977 action comedy hit. Burt Reynolds and Sally Field return as the Bandit and Frog, joined by Jackie Gleason as the ever-persistent Sheriff Buford T. Justice. While not as critically acclaimed as its predecessor, Smokey and the Bandit 2 continued the tradition of car chases, stunts, and good-natured humor that made the first film so enjoyable. The film's success proved that audiences were eager for more of the Bandit's antics, and that the chemistry between Reynolds and Field was as electric as ever. Smokey and the Bandit 2 may not have reinvented the wheel, but it delivered exactly what audiences expected: a fun, action-packed ride with plenty of laughs along the way. The film solidified the franchise's place in pop culture and further cemented Burt Reynolds' status as a charismatic leading man. Coming in at number 9 is The Blue Lagoon, a romantic survival drama that generated both box office success and its fair share of controversy. The film stars Brooke Shields and Christopher Atkins as two young cousins who find themselves stranded on a deserted island after a shipwreck. The Blue Lagoon sparked debate for its depiction of nudity and sexuality, particularly concerning the young age of its stars. Despite the controversy, the film's stunning visuals, exotic setting, and coming-of-age story resonated with audiences. It sparked conversations about the sexualization of minors in media and the boundaries of what was considered acceptable on screen. The Blue Lagoon remains a time capsule of a different era, reflecting the evolving social and cinematic landscape of the early 1980s. And rounding out our list at number 10 is The Blues Brothers, a musical comedy directed by John Landis and starring John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd. The film follows Jake and Elwood Blues, two brothers on a mission from God to reunite their old band and raise money to save the orphanage where they grew up. The Blues Brothers is a unique blend of music, comedy, and car chases, featuring an incredible lineup of musical legends, including James Brown, Aretha Franklin, and Ray Charles. The film's soundtrack became a sensation, introducing a new generation to the soul and rhythm and blues music that inspired it. While not an immediate box office smash, The Blues Brothers gained a cult following over time, becoming a beloved classic celebrated for its infectious energy, memorable musical performances, and quotable dialogue. The film's legacy extends beyond its box office numbers. It helped revive interest in blues music and solidified John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd as comedic icons. And there you have it, The top 10 box office hits of 1980, a year that marked a turning point in cinematic history. From groundbreaking special effects to socially relevant comedies to iconic musical performances, these films showcase the power of cinema to entertain, challenge, and inspire. These films sparked trends, ignited conversations, and left an indelible mark on pop culture. What are your thoughts on these 1980 classics? Share your favorite film from that year and why in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to Real Fans for more cinematic deep dives and explorations of film history.